Okay, guys, we are back at it, and we are about to talk about today's top pre-market gainers. These stocks are exploding in this morning's pre-market session. Let me know if you caught any of these stocks. Some of these may look completely different when the market opens up, but a lot of these stocks are stocks that are coming in for more rounds of bullishness after already holding up from certain highs. And we do also have the markets that are coming in for even more bullishness and projected to go even higher. We'll talk here in a bit about the current price targets and projections for the market as well. And if you are new here, make sure that you get subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any updates, any analyses, any early seats. Later on, I will be making a video update on the current 50, on the next upcoming swings. Maybe you'll see some things that you want to get into for the weekend swing trades or whatever you got going on. If you're seeing the recent alerts going out a few days ago in the algo alert section, for example, our SPY, our IWM, and our QQQ, we were getting the alerts off of our daily chart trends saying we be going from the lows of 597 on SPY from 597 up to a profit one of 609, a profit two of 620, and a profit three of 634. From that 597 back on the 21st. And we use our SPYs, IWMs, and QQQs to track the market conditions along with the S&P 500s. And we also be watching the BTCs to see the early season alert to go from those 597s exactly back down. I mean, all the way up to exactly that 609. Now, right now, if it's hitting that profit one, you're probably gonna get a lot of people who want to lock in some gains. Let's say, for example, um, people who are when people wake up, there's a lot of people got expirations and stuff like that set for options that expire on certain days and stuff. So, like some people expire yesterday, some people expire today. So whether they want to lock in gains or not, they options expires. We talk about spies, I mean, QQs. So that will cause a wave of bearishness, and those people will probably be looking to get up more rounds of calls coming in if they predict the markets to come in for more bullishness. But we'll get quick updates today on the market conditions as well for our spies, IW1s, and QQQs. Make sure you're keeping up with the market conditions to know what's going on. A lot of Trump news is happening right now, and a lot of good stuff is happening around the world right now to make the market so bullish. Just throwing that out there, man. I know, new traders don't be knowing what to keep up with. But first, we're gonna be talking about right now is ACON. We're gonna talk about ACON first because ACON is still down here towards like 6 cents, and the other ones are already up over those dollars and whatnot right now. You still got a good opportunity to get in on ACON. Going from the bottom, I'm going to show you some resistance points here on ACON back on your 4-hour charts. You could be having a better understanding of what you're getting yourself into and what to be looking forward to. Here we can see that this is going down to its 52-week lows. You already know I've been making the videos and putting out the alerts along in the Discord. And from here, we got a hot reversal coming in. Now it's already becoming a rebought. So you're going to get some waves of people who already want to lock in gains. We got pre-market traders. I'm ready to lock in gains. I'm up 60% right now. And this is still getting ready to fill that gap up towards about 10 cents. Some more confident traders probably want to trim and lock some in, take some off the table, and then just let the rest run with a stop loss there just in case it does dip back down. And once it gets back up towards that 10 cents, notice it's still not even overbought there. I mean, that's still at the last point where it was overbought. We could have a huge spike. If it breaks past that, this thing could be uptrending all the way up towards about that 13 cents, where it gets big resistance there. And if it could break past that, then a huge spike will happen on ACON stock. And welcome anybody joining in on the Banking with Billy classroom. Currently doing an update on the top pre-market gainers. And ACON is another healthcare stock. I'll take you to go see ACON over on your Moo Moo investing platform. So you'll be able to see what the current pressure is looking like at current time, and at this current time, and it's us updated by the minute. You got the extra larges coming in and a large is coming in there. That's very good. Of course, you got some small retails looking to lock in gains. Like I say, I'm about ready to lock in gains. I'm up 55% and it's having a quick pullback right now with a bullish wave of the cost distribution coming in. Not much holding it back. I was just showing you the ranges it can go up to, and if it can get past that big resistance of, like, if it can get to that first wave of that 9 cents. And notice when I was showing you that 9, 10 cents there, I don't point those ranges out for nothing. These are real ranges, okay? These are real ranges and real targets. Okay? Now you got here, that's your average cost. They're looking to get back up towards that 10 cents. That's why I'm still holding in there right now. And I didn't like engage. And then notice that it's not really nothing holding them back just to get up to that 15 cents. Now, keep in mind, I'll take you back just a bit so you can go see the last dates on this thing. So this thing has been bearish since the beginning of the year. In fact, this thing has actually been bearish. Let me show you back on your overall daily chart so you'll be able to see and understand. It's just pretty much always been bearish, but it'll come in for some super spikes. And coming into this new year while things getting so bullish, this could be the time for ACON to fight their way back up towards that dollar rather than come in for a reverse split. Want to see if they got a delistment notice or anything like that up in their news. We ain't got no time. We ain't got too much time to look through all of that just yet. But they did. They got their target, they price target of $1.30. Well, I mean that was a while ago. Now they had 6 cents. Now they most recent news 22 hours ago. This came out yesterday about a joint venture awarded contract by Ontario Power Generation. That's major news, and we in there at the perfect time to be in there off the perfect news for ACON to come in for that next big bull run. And of course, if you were along in my section inside the Banking with Billy Discord, then you would have already been seeing ACON when I was putting that thing out just about a few days ago, back on the 21st, before the markets even started getting so bullish, saying to go for ACON for that 4 cents or lower. This would be a swing trade. You don't have to worry about too much. A safe, easy, early seat. And you'll get the easy bull run. Right now, like I say, sitting about 60% in ACON and stuff. And even if you don't be seeing my things on time, like I said, you can always go in between and see the rest of the coaches because you can see Coach Manson still picked it up real quick for the hot breakout. You can see in his section what he going for. Or any of the other ones. And, we'll see some of those other stuffs here. Of course, there's a lot more videos I got to get to making today. It's actually a lot of stuff I got to do today. So we just going to go ahead and get through this real quick. Next up, we got, yeah, it's not too late for ACON. Big news, man. They might not reach up to that dollar, but, that 10 cents is in sight for real. But ELAB going up to $4. We can go see closer in detail on ELAB. They went from $1.95 all the way up to that $4 on ELAB with an average volume of 1.36 million. They do got a current volume of 6.85 million and moving up pretty fast, moving even as we speak. You can just see that climbing up. Oh, it's getting crazy, and they're still going higher. Yeah, this thing just reached up to, it's up at 110% right now with a free float of 2.99 million. I like a low stat stock. Those low stat stocks, low floats get filled pretty easy, and then it'll make things like this happen, especially if a stock can be coming in for some bullish news on a bullish day, like they just did, talking about how PMGC subsidiary to present data at EL-22 at symposium. Super good news on ELAB stock. And like I say, you're not gonna catch them all. You're just gonna get what you can while you can, and be ready to catch the next thing. Locking your gains and move around while you got the chance. Markets do change direction very fast. Okay, and if I'm ever, for all y'all in the Discord, y'all follow along with the alerts. If I'm ever been making a video or something that said time, make sure you watching your stocks, having your 7 to 15% stop loss. Because that thing might end up taking a dip anytime while I'm still making the video, and I ain't got time to get back to that alert at that exact time. So make sure you be on point. And no matter what, you always want to still make sure you got your 7 to 15% stop loss, especially if you're newer to the markets. For a newer trader, the first thing is making sure that you can create your natural consistency, and you got to be able to naturally get those things while they oversold and getting ready to make a natural round of bullish divergence while you catching those things along with the rest of the coaches in the Bank with Willie Discord going in for ELAB for the bull run. You see those things on time. And if you don't catch them on time, then you get for the next one. You probably don't want to chase it up. Don't chase it up for that last minute. Like let me show you this on only last for the 15-minute chart. Not to say this thing not going to the moon. I mean, look at it going crazy, but look at the RSI. You gotta be getting down there at that bottom and looking for bullish divergence. You don't want to be buying up there at that top. If you missed out, then you missed out. You just got to go ahead for the next thing. And there's still other things, like even when you're looking at ACON right now, it's overbought right up here. You want to be looking for a quick dip to come back down. You can see that ACON being quicker and more penny stock, and get more volatile. So you can be expecting a quick dip to be coming in. Once like a stock like ELAB gets over like $5, you can see that these candlesticks so solid. Once it gets over like $5, $6, well, the penny stock trader is not really gonna be really messing with it too much, and then it's really gonna be all about the bigger investors and whatnot. Next, you got STBX here on STBX Starbucks going from 5.50 cents to $1.23. Gets a bit choppy there. This is the early morning pre-market explosion, probably manipulation from the big whales. There's probably a few people who got in there for the overnight swing and placed their orders, of course, from 44 cents up to $1.24. We can go ahead and see STBX over on your daily chart to see that this one did just right now take a dip back down. As soon as it got back down to the oversold, let's go look in greater detail on your 4-hour trading chart with an average volume of 571,000. They do get a volume of 5.44 million and a current free float of 47.54 million. It's going to need a little more pressure to flood that flow, and it's already so. This is a sign. This is a great sign of bullishness right here for people to be out. Well, when people got in the early seat and they feel that, and they waking up and they seeing that. Some of them wanted to lock in gains, but notice that they still, instead of all of them locking the gains, selling it off, they only sold it back off to about 80 to about 90 cents. Now, a lot of people probably still didn't wake up yet and see this, so they might want to wake up and lock in gains. But they're gonna want to hold this up for a longer term move. If this one does dip back down when they do lock in those gains back down to 50 cents, this would be an easy another bull run coming in. And again, I'll take you back down to a 4-hour chart so you'll be able to see it's already clearing up that gap. It just filled up that gap. It always comes to fill up that gap. Again, that's the reason why I'm holding in on ACON to fill up that gap, man. From the bottom. Once you fill up that gap, you can lock in your gains, go for the next thing. Like watch this on EVAX. I gotta take you to a bigger chart time frame for EVAX. Notice how EVAX started trying to build support around that $3 range real quick, and then it dropped off from there once it exploded. That's where it exploded up to. And then coming into this morning now it's getting up even more bullish, which I'll take you back in there to see now. Like I said, it always comes in to fill that gap, and then once it retest that gap, if it break that gap, oh yeah, that's going to be a bull run. And this example here, you got this thing going to $11. This is EVAX, a Vaxion. This one here doesn't have it doesn't have news coming out. Now, right now, at least, another biotech company. Remember, for those biotechs and therapeutics, you do want to make sure that you taking the time to open up their website. You don't got to be a master company analyst. Just take a quick peek at what they got going on. Maybe you see their pipelines. And of course, you want to make sure you keep an eye on your analysis order flow on AVAX. On your mobile investing platform, you can see it in real time. And I mean, on any app or platform you use, just make sure that it's suited for your needs. They all got their features, and ain't nothing wrong with any of them, But some of them offer different things. It's looking like this. Let me see. AVAX. I ain't being able to see the capital trend on here right now, so we're just gonna just continue on from this one. Or it is 7:35 a.m. where I am at. Markets do open up in about another hour. I got a lot of other videos to make today too. You got any? What I'm gonna do is I know it's been a lot of requests. I'm gonna make all of y'all requests in one big video. It's probably gonna be like a 40-minute long video. So that way you get it all caught up and stuff like that. But ALUR. Going from $2.75. They did make a bound up to about $8 and another big elite. Hold on. I gotta take you back. I gotta take you back. You be able to see where they sold off from. You already know. They sold off from about that. What's that? About that $7. Okay, they took a big dip back down, built strong support down there, and they had that reversal where they got met with strong resistance. Because remember, that last support gonna turn into resist. I mean that last resistance gonna turn into support, and that last support gonna turn into resistance. And so this went right back up towards exactly where it sold back off front at $7, and then stop there in the after hours, as you can see, and then came into today's pre-market session where it explodes. And notice where it's stopping now. Let me zoom out some. It just broke past this part right here. It's $12. Now it's stuck at $18. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Let's see if we can see this thing even just a bit higher. Notice that this $18 range, the big resistance on this $18 range here. And then it actually even sold back off. Notice that red candlestick down there. It actually sold back off and then retested what that big support right there. That turned into the new support right there around that $14. And then now it's stretched right back up. Talking about that $17. And this is the big spot, that $17 to $20 range. You can see how that worked, man. I'll try to make sure y'all see that in great detail. That's how you spot your support and resistance ranges and whatnot when you're looking at your stock. And look, let's go back to ACON. Let's go at ACON doing the thing over here. Let me see. I'm sitting up about 85, 90% in ACON right now. Let me see. Up 85% in ACON for the hot bull run. You say you need to see a little bit greater in detail. It's only at 7 cents. Now that you've seen how those big bull runs go and stuff like that, I can show you this on your like 4 hour chart right now. And let me zoom in here, and then you'll be able to see how it's filling up that gap. Even at 8 cents now, right now, I am up 92%. And then you'll be able to see how it's filling up that gap. Like I said, it become fill that. But once it do fill that gap, that's gonna be the big test where they want to decide if they want to sell that thing back off or hold it. And even rising right now, even as we speak, for easy stocks every single day. Another safe, easy, early seed. And when you follow along with the alerts in the Discord, if you are newer to Banking with Billy YouTube channels, they look something like this. ACON. These go to the upgraded members in Discord. ACON. Let me see. Up 90%. Because I'm still holding it. And I am trying to stretch it to that 10. Like, I'm hoping it breaks past that for real. You already know. But ACON up 90% for an easy bull run. Make sure you follow along with everything that's going on time. You probably got to know where I was making this video. And just so I don't remember, because I almost did. I mean, so I don't forget, I almost did forget your pipeline. So when it's a health stock, you can go and see your pipelines. And then you see they moving on to a phase one or a preclinical, a phase two, phase three. And each one of those phases is another FDA approved that you can go for. Yeah, it's cool. But I'm Billy Banks. I'll see you next time. Happy trading.